Hey, what's up, guys? It's Brad, and today I want to talk about the comment Trump's lawyer made the other day on her interview with Fox News or OAN News or whatever, where she said she's about to release the Kraken on these globalist scumbags that are trying to steal the election. You know, Beijing, Biden, all that shit. Remember the guy that said he was against gay marriage? You remember that guy? Liberals, if you're watching it, remember how he said that? Remember how he had that 1994 crime bill that put more black people behind bars for minor crimes than anybody else. You know, he's a terrible person. So is Kamala Harris, but I know that you don't care because you too are a dumb, terrible person. But with that said, what she means, what my interpretation is that she means is that the silent majority of people that have been bullied in this country are the Kraken. Because here's why. You know, we're here waiting for things. We're doing things politically. We're doing things through the legal system. They're recounting the votes. You know, oh, I know that the left, you know, they can steal the election. They can hire Venezuelan-made, Germany-made counting systems from Dominion and these different companies that literally have been used in other countries' elections to overthrow whole systems of government and completely cheat the system. And I know that, you know, we're massive criminals in bed with foreign governments like the Chinese Communist Party, and, you know, we defend Antifa that beats up fucking kids and women and burns down houses in BLM. But, those conservatives are really terrible fucking people. Actually, no, you're terrible. You're terrible. And so she, you know, we're all like waiting for this to politically resolve itself, and in the courts, we're hoping that, you know, Giuliani, with all of his affidavits of people who came forward and said, hey, you know, they're stealing, literally, this is a absolute crime and threat to our open republic and our voting system. These people have subverted the voting system, and they're literally changing ballots, ripping them up, burning them, just cheating every way that they fucking can, because that's all they can do, because they're morons and they're losers. They never done anything in their fucking life except cheat. And bottom line is this, is that it's like, none of that really is going to matter, okay? Like, you can have a game, right? It's basically like we're playing baseball, and I'm batting, and, you know, you pitch, I swing 3 times and I strike out. Then I punch the catcher in the head. My whole team clears the fucking stands and starts beating the pitcher and the other members of the game. And then one guy takes the ball, throws a little meatball to me. I fucking sock it out to the outfield and run around 3 times around the bases, and I'm like, I got 3 runs. We win, you know, in the bottom of the ninth. That's what the Democrats are doing, because they're losers. They're literal intellectual midgets. They're physically weak. They're pathetic people. I mean, most Democrats I've met, honestly, like, I have a lot of them in my family. They're fat. They're unhealthy. They're intellectually weak. They have no argument to stand on. They have to yell, talk real loud, just to, like, try to intimidate. They're not intimidating shit, but they'll intimidate, their housekeeper, their Mexican housekeeper. They'll talk down to them, or, you know, they'll talk down to people at restaurants, or, you know, they'll talk down to cops and stuff like that. But they'll never do that to somebody on equal footing, of course, unless they're in a big group and they have the advantage, because they're pathetic. But what I really think is this, is that ultimately what the Kraken is that here we are, November fucking 18th. We've been locked down for this bullshit virus that was man-made, that has a massive survivability rate. It, we're being cheated out of an election by the most corrupt, disgusting person. I want to vomit when I look at Biden and his son and his family and that bitch Jill and that bitch Kamala. They're so disgusting. And there's literally there's probably 80, 90, 100 million people that think just like me. They're really, really pissed. And the fact that they're willing to do this to us, and they're making this, this plan, this great reset. UK just put out an announcement today where they're like, oh, we're going to limit carbon emissions, and we're going to ban the use of, you can no longer buy a petrol car after 2030. I'm Boris Johnson and I'm a cunt pedophile. Are you really going to take that from a fucking pedophile, dude? Some fucking cunt that goes to Bohemian Grove and sacrifices an effigy to Moloch? This is who you're going to really take that shit from, dude, really. I don't know about you, but I'm pretty fucking pissed. I've been pissed for a long time because I've been up on this stuff. But I'm telling you, this is a feedback loop that you can't stop. Like, more and more people are getting really pissed off. And when you make people desperate, when, all these restaurants, all these entrepreneurs that scrapped and fought, I'm really lucky because my business has zero overhead practically. I mean, I have to pay for ads, I have to pay for my website, but that's nothing like having to pay rent on my house and for my brick and mortar business and pay employees and ads and all the stuff on top of it. There's just no way that you can survive. Inventory, I mean, cleaning, all the things these people have to pay for, manage. I mean, it's unbelievable what they do. I don't think I could do it, honestly. It's just, wow. They're all going out of business. All the small businesses, all the entrepreneurs, they're going out of business. Big business, they're in cahoots with this fucking New World Order idea for reasons that I will honestly never understand. Because why would you want to rule over a world? They call it neo-feudalism, where you have the serf class, the poor class of people, and then they're going to be massively, massively wealthy, huge gap of wealth and freedom and opportunity, and they're going to like fucking soar through the skies with Elon Musk and go to Mars while you fucking die on your bread line. I mean, I'm serious. Like, but they're like, but don't worry, this is for the best because we've cut net carbon down to 15%. Dude, like 99% of life-based fucking life forms on this planet are made from carbon. It's the most common goddamn atom in existence on anything that's alive. So, I mean, this is just a big, sick, satanic joke. You get that by now, right? Do you get that by now? Like, how many more things do you need to get that? And I guess that's part of the point, too, is that they're never going to get it. No matter how much evidence that they see, they're never going to get it. I do think that the video of satanic ritual abuse where, like, Hillary Clinton cuts off that kid's face and puts a drill through her nose and eats her pineal gland and, like, rapes her and does, like, bestiality and shit. And, like, these other Satanists that are in government do that and you see it. Maybe that'll change more minds. Maybe that'll actually unify us, but I'm not too... I mean, I don't know. Like, it could go either way. At this point, I've always been, I've been on the edge of different markets, financial markets. I've learned to anticipate, which is something you have to do in business. You read information and you make a judgment on it. You're not there, like, waiting for Fox News to say, good evening, welcome to Tucker Carlson. Bitcoin is a decentralized financial system that is actually based on real value, unlike the speculative fiat currency. It might behoove you to actually invest in it. And provided that the grid doesn't go down entirely, it will be something that increases in value over time because it actually is based on real assets. Those assets may be digital, and the advantage of it is that it's decentralized. No one can own Bitcoin. Unlike Ripple, unlike XRP, the new globalist system for Bitcoin, cryptocurrency that they're announcing. I never waited for that. I got involved with a startup that did it, did my own research, invested a bunch in it, and made a bunch of money back. I saw that, there was this new company, Enhanced Athlete. They were putting out cool stuff. I liked the vision of the founder, Anthony Hughes, and I was like, damn, dude, like, I want to get in on that. I reached out to him, and I did it. I didn't wait for someone to tell me that it was a good idea. If you wait for someone to tell you it's a good idea, you miss the fucking boat, dude. That's in markets, they call that smart money leads. Then you have, followers that make some money. And then you have, the sheep, the dumb people that inflate the price. It's called, if they wanted to do a pump and up, if there's no real value in the stock or whatever, the sheep buy into it. It's like that expression when you hear your fucking cab driver talking about a stock, it's time to sell. And that's not a joke, that's a real thing. So at that point, sheep are buying in. At the peak, all the big key players, that the whales, the people that own most of the stocks and shit, they just sell it all off at one point, crash it, and if it's something of real value, they repeat it. The Wolf on Wall Street guy, the people that I used to work for too, they went to jail for that shit, for inflating the value, hyping up the value of something that they knew had no value. I'm not proud to say it, but like those IPOs, the ICOs, which are like IPOs but with crypto, were like a total scam, dude. Like it was just such a shit show. And like many of the CEOs that were doing this knew that it was a scam, and it was just like, man, they're taking all this money from people, and then they knew it was going to crash. It was bad. That was not a good market to be in. But cryptocurrency as a valuable thing to invest in for people is still good, provided that the grid stays up. God forbid an EMP goes off, or the grid goes down and you can't access Coinbase, or you can't access your phone because it gets fried from a solar flare or an EMP. There's no value in that. It's a digital currency. If all the electronics are off the line, it's not a tangible asset. Gold and silver, however, are probably a better bet. So it's good to diversify. The point that I'm making is that I've been involved with some of these anticipatory trends, and I'm telling you that from my perspective, this is what's going to happen. Most people have been really dumbed down. No matter how much evidence you show them, they're not going to actually wake up and see, oh, damn, Biden is truly going to ruin this world along with Boris Johnson and that fucking asshole schmuck from Australia. They're probably all involved with this weird satanic ritual abuse shit that's so popular nowadays with the kids. And, these people are weirdo, globalist, transhumanist, weird motherfuckers. And everything that they're telling you not to believe, that they're so screaming like, oh my God, don't talk about QAnon. I mean, like, personally, I read the QAnon stuff. If anything, they're screeching about it. Makes me want to read more. I'm skeptical of QAnon. A lot of the things that he's put out or whatever have not been as accurate as I was hoping they would be. Like the dates, particularly the dates, like the overall arc of what he's been talking about has been mostly accurate. But idiots who have never read a damn thing about it will be like, that's ridiculous. You're saying that there are pedophiles out there? I'm like, yeah, there are. Haven't you read in, the mainstream media you love so much and you're so cucked for? Haven't you read recently that, like, literally there have been all these arrests of child abusers and human traffickers? Haven't you read that? What are these? But they won't hear it because they are the virus, dude. They're literally... These people are so sick with their arrogance and their dumbness, and they walk around with this attitude of, I mean, think about it. These people literally compare Trump to Hitler, and they do it with a big grin on their face because they're just Satan's dumb fucking people, whether they know it or not. Bottom line is that people are going to get really pissed off. You're going to have an uprising. I'm telling you, you're going to have an uprising. You have feedback loops. Right now, we're building momentum, and it's going to get to that point. I mean, they're going to have to blow us all up or something to stop that momentum, because no matter what happens, whether they steal the election from Trump, assassinate Trump, start killing conservatives, start forcibly inoculating people, nothing can stop this at this point. There's a lot of really pissed off people, and they're going to begin hunting the hunters, the people that are making the, trying to silence us, trying to ruin our businesses, trying to ruin our lives, put us on bread lines while they get billions and billions of dollars. No, I don't think so. I mean, I'm not saying anything about me, but like, I'm telling you, this is nothing you can stop. You know, the FBI will go out and they're planting child porn on some. I can't say whether they did it, whether the guy was actually watching child porn or not, but if you trust the FBI at this point, the CIA, you might be a liberal, okay? Because the FBI sat on Hunter Biden's laptop for a year. That's heinous. That's treason. They're a corrupt system of government. I mean, and it's also really dumb. Like if they had evidence that the potential presidential candidate Biden, his son is involved with this money laundering pay for play campaign, and they have all this info, why the fuck would they not have some leadership to step up and be like, dude, hey, you better like come up with a better candidate because this guy is no good. And then Biden could have disappeared to his little pedophile island with this weird fucking family and they could fuck each other to death. I don't care. I have no respect for any of them and I hope they all fucking die, honestly. They're terrible people. All of them. All of them. If you fuck kids and you're hurting kids, you can go kill yourself. You're selling out the average person because you think you're smart. Biden isn't fucking smart. It's just like, God damn it, these people, the arrogance of them. They think they're so much better than you. If you're a cop or FBI or CIA, you better fucking get your head out of your ass, dude. Because you think, you think you're going to be saved by doing this bidding? No, you're not. You're literally ushering in an era of poverty, an era of breadlines. You think you're not exempt from that? Maybe for a couple months. Oh, wow, for a couple months, you're exempt. You should be taking a stand and speaking out. And I'm willing to bet that there are some patriotic people in the FBI and CIA. I really do. I believe that there are some people that don't want to see this happen. But when I see cops and FBI and CIA going out and arresting people at fucking prayer vigils and I mean, it's just, you guys are the enemy too, man. Like, what do you think, you can arrest all of us? You think that you can arrest every patriotic American and threaten them and tell them that, oh, they're watching child porn, smear them? It's like, dude, it's over, bro. We're past the point of no return. You can keep scrambling, or you can just come back to, wanting all of us to succeed and not being part of this weird elitist class that thinks that they're gonna fucking go sleep in a sleeping bag with Tyrone the robot or whatever the fuck. They're weird, bro. What the fuck? You guys lift weights. You have guns. You're alpha. What the fuck are you doing? You're really gonna enforce this? I don't think you want to do that. I really don't. I really don't think you want to do that. No matter what happens to us, I don't think you want to do that. It's not a good idea. You're not going to do better than if patriotic Americans all came together and said, how about we have fair election? How about we, hang all these people for treason politically? We go through the process. Think about it. Some guy goes and kills a couple people. He's getting the death penalty. But when a politician does it, that's a Democrat. Oh, they could run for office. Just think about it for a second, guy. I know that you're, a huge puss and you have to fucking follow everyone else's orders in the chain of command. Why don't you think for yourself for once? It doesn't make any sense. You'd be better off in a free and open market where, if you disagreed with the brass, you can go get another job with a private security company that paid you better. Because they have high-value targets, high-value clients that need protection, you fuck. Use your fucking head, man. It doesn't make any sense for you to continuously protect these people that treat you like, I guarantee you, these people treat you like shit. Because I know liberals. I know them in my family. They treat their workers like dog shit. They're not nice to them. What are they gonna? They're gonna treat them really well? No, they're not. They're socialists. They believe they deserve all of it, and you deserve whatever the fucking little money. I remember I had a family member like, well, I wanted to give you the opportunity to earn a little bit of money. As if I don't run a fucking successful business several times over. And he was like, he was cheap and underpaying me. I'm like, dude, fuck your money, bitch. Are you serious? I just knew that was how he talked to other people, just like that. And I just don't need it. I just don't need the fucking that type of treatment. I'll just walk right out and figure out another fucking way, okay? Um, and I know they treat you like that too. So if you're watching this and you're in the FBI or CIA or whatever, dude, why don't you show some fucking leadership, dude? Why don't you not be such a bitch? You know? Why don't you not be such a bitch, dude? Like, you have to go and arrest patriots who say, oh, who are fed up with being censored. They're like, oh, yeah, I think that some of these CEOs need the death penalty and you should be killed. Oh, okay, they said that, yet you won't investigate Antifa, you won't investigate MS-13, you won't investigate any of the child trafficking. How do you sleep at night? You're investigating and arresting and potentially planting evidence on someone for saying something instead of actually investigating the real criminals that are physically killing people. Come on, man, you guys, you really. That's the bottom line. And again, nothing can stop this at this point. I really believe that. There's literally nothing that can stop this. There's too many pissed off people, and you're making us more and more desperate. And when you push people to a point, they're gonna, you know, masculine men will fight back. So it's the bottom line. They're not going to be forcibly inoculated. They're not going to be begging for bread. They're going to be coming after, they're going to be coming after people that are trying to ruin their lives. Yeah, that's right. That's a reasonable thing. If somebody says, I'm going to kill you and destroy your business, and you can't have a car, and you have to be, we're doing the Great Reset now, you're not going to own anything. And I know you didn't vote for that, but I said so because I'm from a line of old money, and I'm some weird Nazi faggot. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm totally going to go along with that. No, I'm not. Okay, that's no way to live. Peace, ninjas. Remember to go to my blog, bradholiday.com. Merry Christmas.